What's up, guys? Welcome back to FishOfHex. Today we're going to be doing my weekly rambling video slash a Reef-A-Palooza update, since the prep for that show, or the setup for that show, is tomorrow during the day, and then it will be live Saturday and Sunday. Now, if you're not aware of this, I do have a booth 528 at Reef-A-Palooza, New York, and it's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully everything works out. This is my first big show. I've never been to anything like this. I've never been around this many people, at least since the deployment, so it'll be interesting to see how it works out. I'm not really a people person per se, but I do try to get better at that whole situation. So there's just a ton of stuff that I'm bringing. I have a lot of used equipment here in these couple boxes, as well as kind of the tank set up here with signages and bags and cups, and you know, getting the lights ready and having the containers here to transport coral. And yeah, there's just been a ton of work going into this, hence the reason why I only have one video this week. It was Monday, I think it was the review on the magnet cleaner, which thank you for the support on that. I really do love that magnet cleaner, and for those of you who said that you were going to purchase one because of that review, it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something correct here on the YouTube scene. Now, speaking of YouTube, there is been quite a few changes with the channel so far on kind of what direction I want to go. I've been asking people here that I know locally what they would like, and also talking to people in the comment section on what they would like to see coming out of the channel, and it's all comes down to the basics, the beginner guide stuff. And I've talked about this before, and I've kind of gone away from it because of just with everything going on. But that's the most requested thing that I get, is the beginner guide, basic stuff. So we're gonna start off probably in the beginning of July with like terminology on the reef tanks and kind of everything you need to know about the saltwater hobby, and just really get down to the bare bone basics, because that's what you guys want to see. So I'm gonna give you guys what you're looking for. Now, back to Reef-A-Palooza. Oh, garden. So you guys can see it's pretty empty here. This is just lettuce. I'm just growing lettuce inside now, and I do have a couple different pepper plants going on that will go outside. But I do plan on growing lettuce here. I'm going to put a rack system and just do like 6 or 7 of these longer containers, because this is what we use up the most, is this black seed lettuce. So we're just going to grow that inside, and then I'll give you guys an update on the outside garden here in another video. It's pretty ridiculous how full it is. Like the back deck, you just can't do anything out there. I kind of went overboard this year. Live and learn though. But back to Reef-A-Palooza. So I'm going to have about 800 frags, all ranging between $5 to $20. I think there'll only be a couple that will be over that $20 mark, and then they'll be kind of in their own section where you guys can identify that. But I'm going to be bringing frag plugs that I've made before. You guys have been asking about those frag plugs. I went ahead and I made a few about 6 months ago. Let me see if I can move this stuff out of the way. And these are the frag plugs I used for a long time in here. And you guys have been asking about it. So like 50 packs, 100 packs of them for like $5 or $10, something like that. It'd be pretty cheap. And those are the ones I make here that you guys have been asking about. And I just can't make them fast enough to actually use them completely here in the fish room. Because I just went through 300 of them last week, so it's fairly difficult to make them that quickly because they have to cure for several months. It's just a big, long process. Also, I have some equipment here, which is like a mixing pump that I never used before, which I'm going to do for like 20 bucks or something. Brand new, I just have never used it. My old DI, my dual DI, which I replaced with the triple, and I'm going to do a video on that later on. The biopellet reactor off the 30 gallon, also the single reactor. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. LED lights for refugiums, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. And also Chaeto. So this tank right here will have one of my Reef Brights off my 300 over it, and then I'm going to fill it with Chaeto, have it spin, and then put a bunch of it in front of it. Probably do $4 or $5 per bag, and these are going to be huge handfuls of Chaeto, and it's going to be clean because it comes from my 300, and I'm pretty happy that I can share that stuff with you guys. Let's see, so tonight, prep-wise, because it is Thursday and I'm going to be leaving tomorrow morning around 10 a.m., I will be getting the Radion set up for the bars here. We're going to be doing 2 XR15s per tank. I got to get it set up on the Reef Link. I already have it working on my phone for the hotspot, and then getting all that ready to go. So I just got to take the lights off and pretty much get them programmed. And yeah, so it should be interesting. As for transporting coral, I will be using my coolers here for like I guess most of the hard LPS stuff that I have to worry about breaking. I'll put I think I can put like 350 frags between the 3 racks here that can go into these coolers. And then I made this little 4 stacking 5-gallon jug thing. I'm going to put Zoas on, which will go into a single 5-gallon jug, and then everything else is going to get either bagged or put in cups and then go into these coolers here. And again, it's 800 frags, so it's kind of a little bit more than I'm used to dealing with, just because I am a one-man show here. But yeah, hopefully everything goes well. I'm going to actually also be giving this reactor away to another YouTuber here. It's my calc reactor. Basically, I built it for the testing purposes, just like the DIY skimmer swabby, but I don't really have a need for it because my calcium reactor takes care of everything that I need for the tank up to this point. So I'm actually giving this away to Scott from Roscoe's Reef because he can use it on his 90-gallon there. Let me show you guys the dirty ass disc. The planted tank is naked, but it's ready to go. Everything's cycled, and we'll be starting that build early July. Everything is good to go. Got some equipment, and yeah, really happy to start that. And then the big news here, the 30-gallon is still up, but it is empty, pretty much. I got a couple anemones in there and some corals that I couldn't get off the rock. But you guys really wanted the anemone tank, so we're going to make this full anemones. I got a few that I'm going to pick up, do a lot of rainbow bubble tips, stuff like that, and then get a couple more clowns. I might do one more of these ocellaris and maybe try like tomato clowns or something of a different species, just because she is a little bit of a jerk, hence the reason why she lives by herself. And we'll kind of see how that works out. I took the reactors off. I'll be selling those, so it's just naked now. No dosing, just doing water changes, and I definitely have to do a water change soon because you can see there's just scraps of coral on the bottom of that. But yeah, I did get a few offers for it that were decent, but then more people wanted to see the anemone tank, so I decided to scrap selling it. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it into an anemone tank. So let's swing back over here. And yeah, so the 300 is going to be blue, but I just added probably 10 or 15 acropora frags to this tank, and it's doing very, very well. I'm happy with this tank. The growth is great, and it's going to get even better once I can finally put the other set of XR15s on it and get that full par on these two far left and far right rock structures. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's another word. I got to stop saying definitely so much. It's hard, man, I'm telling you. These one-cut actual talking, it's difficult to get that stuff out of there and just talk normal. But yeah, so that's the glare, the blue of the tank. Everything's doing great, and be interested to see how it turns out here in a few years. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's 7 minutes and 50 seconds. That's enough talking for today. I'll give you guys an update at Reef-A-Palooza. I might go live. I don't know. It depends. The live stream really kills my battery, and of course I need it to make sales for cards and stuff like that. So it's going to be difficult to manage everything with the phone running the show here. So either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you at Reef-A-Palooza. Later.